Hi, I'm Ria, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be making a vegan banana bread with chocolate chips. I've made this quite a few times, it's really nice, and every time I see my bananas going off I always think to make this. So hopefully you like it, and yeah, let's see the ingredients you'll need. You'll need 3 ripe bananas or 400 grams of peeled bananas, so you want to weigh them once you've peeled them and make sure it's 400 grams. Then for maple syrup you want half a cup, or you can use agarve syrup instead. And then you want almond butter, you want half a cup of this, 200 grams of flour, 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of chocolate chips, but this is a small bag so you can just use the whole thing. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon and 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, and that's everything. You'll want a tin, so a deep one like this, some scales to weigh the banana bread. You'll want a measuring cup, so I've got half a cup here and 1 full cup there. And then mixing bowl and another one for the dry ingredients, and then you want a cooling rack for at the very end, and that's everything. So now you want to preheat the oven to 170 degrees or gas mark 4. Then you want to grease your tin, so I'm going to use some butter. So now you want to peel and weigh your bananas. Yeah, so now we want to mash the bananas with a fork. Yeah, so next step we want to mix in the other wet ingredients, so half a cup of maple syrup, and then you want half a cup of the almond butter or tahini. And now you want 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. If you have a fresh lemon, that's even better. Okay, and that's the wet ingredients done, so we'll move on to the dry. Okay, so I've got the 200 grams of flour here ready to go. So I'm going to add in the baking powder now and the soda. So this is optional, but I'm going to put in 1 teaspoon of cinnamon as well. So now we're going to sieve in the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients bowl. Again, just make sure everything's mixed well. And we can start to sieve it in. So I'm going to do this in 3 separate batches and stir each time. Okay, now we're going to add in the cup of dark chocolate chips. It's ready to go in the tin. this is how it should look when it comes out the oven. And we're just going to put a toothpick in the middle. We want it fairly clean. It will still be a bit moist. That's how we want it to be while it cools down. In the centre, you come out, so you can still see some banana, but it's fairly clean otherwise. So we're just going to let it cool in the tin for about, I'd say 10 to 15 minutes, or until you can touch the pan, and then we'll transfer it onto the cooling rack. Okay, now for the best bit, we get to taste it. Very nice.